Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is my review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. This is season 6, episode 1. And baby, when I tell you the foolishness started from the beginning, the foolishness started from the beginning. But first things first, if you have not done so already, please make sure that you are hitting the like button. Like this video. Also subscribe to my channel. Become a whole JayBird. Got my voice. JayBird. Dun 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 dun. Okay, and all that good shit. Check the description box below and all that stuff as well. But let's get into this review. Why? Because it is 3:51 in the morning and the bitch is tired. Okay, this is my 4th review of the night. Anyway, so the opening of the episode starts with April and Fizz. Is they or aren't they? Will they or won't they? Did they or did they not? Okay, and we see them kissing and being a couple, and then it says 4 months earlier. I mean, if y'all start out with Fizz in April, if that's the main thing that you gonna put forth, I feel like the season's gonna be a bunch of bullshit. Because if the main thing that we have to look forward to is Fizz and April kissing in 4 months, or being a couple in 4 months, or coming out the clouds of their relationship in 4 months, we know they together. They've been together. It's a whole look. He went on marriage boot camp and had a whole fake broken relationship. So I'm not surprised for him to be on Love and Hip Hop and have a whole fake or real something with April. But I don't care that much for it to be like a dun 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 4 months earlier situation. Okay, but I mean, I get this what the season is. Girl, fine. We'll see what's gonna happen. So we see Fizz, okay, and we see Boog, okay. And Fizz and Boog is at the gym. They are working out on their fitness because they are back on tour. Spectacular is also there, but he didn't have no confession looking. I just didn't pull a picture, okay. So they chit-chatting at the gym or whatever about the tour and how it was honestly hard for all of them to go out the first night because they have not been on stage in years, okay. Boog said his kids teased him. I said, how many kids does Boog have? 2, 3? Book, how many children you have, Book? So they were chit chatting about that or whatever. They also bring up how Book says how him and Fizz are the closest. How he was never really close with Razby or Marion. I said, oh, I didn't know that. I think people always assumed that the group was close friends. And now it seemed like that may not be the truth. Now, I don't know if Boog and Fizz is painting that picture because they don't want people trashing Fizz for messing with Marion's baby mama. I don't know. But Boog say he was not close at all with Raz and with Omarion. How his only friend was Fizz. And Fizz said the same, like me and Omarion weren't close. And it was me and Razby. He brings up how on the tour, Omarion and Razby are both unpredictable. Razby could flip out at the top of a hat. Omarion may not show up to sing the songs or whatever. Sing the songs, anime. He may not show up. So, it's, he said, Obi in this whole meditative state to where, he'd be floating on clouds or whatever. So, again, anything is possible. But, I mean, the tour went off. It had a few hitches, a few hiccups, okay? Razby was not there for like 1 or 2 concerts for the end. But they got through it. I'm pretty sure they all made it pretty pending because I believe the tour was sold out everywhere. Okay, now I feel like they can come do another tour and sell out the whole other time. But that's if they all can all come onto the same accord. Anyway, they then bring up how Fizz say him and Omarion was kind of cool. Okay, probably for the show. When the show first came out, in season 1. Because he said about 5 years ago, that was around the showtime. And so he brings up, but he like then once his career took off or whatever, he kind of distanced himself. And so ever since his Omarion's solo career took off, he's been distanced from them all. And he said about 5 years ago was when it kind of, was really, really, really distant and has not been much. He brings up how, he's always distanced himself from the group and that's just how it's always been. They then get on Moniz and April. Lord, Moniz and April, who was all on social media fussing back and forth, doing lives with each other, doing team too much all up and through. So we can now see when all this stuff was happening, it was all during the taping of Love and Hip Hop. So Fizz brings up how, I got close to April because she was going through with Omarion. And, so me and her got close because we just did. I said, if you say so. So he says then because of that, of him and April being closer, Moniz didn't like you. Like, she never liked him. I'm like, I don't think Moniz anger is because you talking to April. I really do feel like it's because how y'all talk about her is her issue. But I guess, it is what it is. So he also brings up how him and Marion, when they have been around each other, they don't even talk about the closeness of him and April. He's like, I be around his kids or whatever. He don't ask me about it. I don't talk about it. So, like, we just don't have a conversation. Like, we have not had a conversation about me being cool with his ex and me being around so much. Like, we just don't talk about it. Boog brings up how he like, well, for me, it's hard being in the middle because, like, business wise, how do I kind of, gauge it or whatever, you know what I'm saying, between the Marion, Fizz, and April. And Fizz said, like, look, me and Marion, we're not friends. Like, it's always just been business or whatever. And Boog said they agree that they're just band members. They're not friends. And I guess, even though I feel like that's a crack of bullshit, if someone isn't, but you still don't date your coworkers' exes, it's just messy all around. It's just messy all around. But again, their whole thing is we friends with each other. We not friends with Marion, and me and April only friends. But we know y'all was doing it. Next up, we see April. Okay, now April brings up how she has been dating, when she was dating Marion for 4.5 years, and she's like, and then 2 months after I had our second child, he left me, and I still to this day don't know why. I think April plays it off like she's just regular, real, down to earth chick, but I also feel like it's something about her that's a little manic, not depressive, a little manic. And I feel like if Omarion is this mellow, always on cloud nine thing, I can see how they can bump heads. But I also feel like something happened and neither one of them wants to say what it is. I don't think it's all him and I don't think it's all her. But I don't think a man up and leaves you after having your second kid and y'all were so in love before and like there was like no explanation. I mean, dudes leave, but usually they leave for like a reason. Well, nah, some dudes will leave for nothing. But it's weird because he's like, I don't know. It's weird because he was such a great dad. They put forth such this great look of how they were these parents of these two kids. It was amazing or whatever. So it's just weird. So yeah, if something happened, I wonder what it was. Okay, maybe he's like he wanted to kiss Fizz. I don't know. Anyway, she brings up since he left when the baby was 2 months old, and the little girl is probably like 4 now. So it's been a couple years since this all happened. But she brings up since then they have been going to court about everything under the sun. No matter what it is, it's always, 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 he's always happy in court, and it's kind of crazy. She brings up how I stopped doing music when I got with him. Like I kind of, curved my creative side or whatever just to be his girl or whatnot. But, since me and him has broken up, I've been getting back to being me, getting back to trying to do music stuff. She did a video. I didn't see it, but she did the video and she may have done two. Because I know one video, Ryan from Nine Mag from Black Ink Crew Chicago was the lead in the thing. So I guess I haven't looked her up. But I'm happy that if she was losing herself and being in that relationship, that she's not finding herself, to do music and finding new boyfriends as her baby daddy's friend. Anyway, we do see a little scene of her talking to Booby. I'm looking like, why is Booby Gibson out here? Y'all know who Booby is, right? Let me see if I got a picture of Booby. It's Keisha Cole's ex-husband. And I'm like, what is he doing here? And like, it was such an awkward, she on the beach talk. I'm looking like, they not gonna say why they just chit-chat out the blue? Booby just pops up on the beach. I'm on the beach. Oh, hey, Booby. I'm like, it was weird for me. And all they say is how it's crazy when you have to co-parent with your exes. I say, I really wonder if he gonna bring up him and Keisha Cole because we know that was in court too. We then Princess and Ray, of course, are parents to their beautiful, beautiful little girl, Melody, and Princess. Let's see, where's Ray and Ray? They look like first time parents. They look like they may be a little bit tired and a little bit, bewildered because the new baby is girl tiring. Even if you're rich and you know they have nannies, but they both look a little tired. Like no tea, no shade, like no hate. They look great, but they look a little sleepy. You know, little bag, you little bag there, whatever. But that's what happens when you're a new parent, because babies don't sleep, and for the first year or two, you go down there, they're crazy, So, but blessing to them. So they both bring up how it's tough, how having a baby does change things, and how they have to balance everything out. Then I thought I got a picture of the girl, because I'm like, she's a cute little thing. I'll do Black Jordan in a minute. So we see um, Ray wants to have another baby. They want to think about the future, what they're going to do. So Ray wants a second baby, whatever. He says, I'm going to go out and I'm going to have daddy daycare. And he and A1 meet up for that daycare day. And I'm like, oh, look at the little doodle wooders. So him with his daughter, him with his son. I think that's amazing. Even though we tease A1 because of his diamonds and pearls and his slippers or whatever, I think it's amazing that these two black men are fathers, and they're on their little daddy daycare situations. And the kids are really cute. Ocean, which is A1's son's name, looks just like his grandma Pam. Okay, the baby looks just like A1's mama. And as we see, let me pull up the big picture of baby Melody. I didn't get a picture of baby, what's the name, because I just didn't think about it. But look how cute she is. Look how adorably cute she is, and how her daddy looks at her. Ain't that amazing, y'all? Won't he do it? Yes, he will. Okay, so again, we see Ray and A1 on, the little father play dates. A1 looks a plum D. Girl, put on, where's the t-shirt, bro? And why do you have ever on your on the clavicle thing right there? And the shirt, the shirt say, the jacket say tough. I just can't. Okay, A1, it's A1. Anyway, he brings up how Lyrica kind of left. He was like, what you mean she left, bro? Like, man, she booked a ticket somewhere, went to Atlanta, she been gone 10 days, and I ain't talked to her. He was like, really, man? That's kind of crazy. So he like, him and her been going through it too, as well as, other people or whatnot, and how he like, I feel like we both still have trust issues based on stuff that happened last year that we have not moved past. And I feel like if we can't either like get it right, we need to just kind of separate. But, it's just this lingering stuff from before. Now, we know it was accusations that Lyrica was messing around with Safari and or other people. There was accusations that the baby was not A1's. They apparently did a DNA test, and it is his baby, and we know it's his baby because the baby looked just like his mama. So he like, we need to get something together because we keep bumping heads. It's kind of weird, and I can't believe she up and left and went to Atlanta. Didn't tell me about it. She been gone for 11 days or 10. The 10 days, 11 days. 10 days. She been gone for 10 days. Not my wife or my husband. Ain't gonna happen like that. Okay. I'm trying to get through this because I'm like, girl, it's 4 a.m. K Michelle. Girl, look. I'm not saying she look bad at all. She looks great. But she also looks put together. Like, she looked like she was built by Mattel. And I know she had a lot of surgery to remove her the butt stuff she had, because she had, that was crazy. Okay, it was a bad situation, but she still looks very surgical about her face. She looks surgical about her face and about her breast. Okay, truth be told, she do. Her face looks stiff, and I feel like she looked just more natural before she had these couple of whatever little tugs or whatever that she did. I just, she can sing though. She can sing her ass off. Anyway, K Michelle is back and she is shopping for a new home. Okay, she needs a new house. She needs space here and space there and space every motherfucking where. And she brings up how she's doing her last R&B album, and then after that she's doing country music. Okay, she's like, I'm a country girl by by heart. I can sing better than any country singer out here. Okay, we saw her say that in a country bar somewhere, I think in Nashville, if I'm not mistaken. And so she's like, I've been yodeling since forever, and it's time for me to do different music. I like when artists do different music. I think it's very stifling for you to expect the artist to stick to one genre of music and to not spread their wings and fly. Okay, now I'm not gonna say I'm gonna probably buy her a country album from her, but you know what I'm saying, I'll play her whole stuff. Anyway, so I'm like, well, do you, boo? So we find out that she is trying to get pregnant. Not with her uterus, from someone else's uterus. She wants to have a surrogate carry twins for her. She supposedly has frozen her eggs, and she wants to, have a surrogate. So we see she has this woman. Okay, let me make it a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller, a little bit smaller. Okay, I'm gonna put this right here so y'all can see the whole thing. So she's in the car with this woman whose name is Tone, and she met Tone at a local IKEA store a few years ago. And she said, "I've seen her, and she had her twins with her, and her twins were so cute." And that was a couple of years ago. And then, I love the way she mothers her kids. And so she has moved this lady, her boyfriend, and they 4 kids with her so that this lady can be her surrogate to care her kids. Because she met her in IKEA and she thought her kids were cute. Now, again, it isn't the lady's eggs. It's K. Michelle's eggs that she wants implanted in this lady. I'm like, you got a woman from IKEA? Like, you didn't want to go, girl. I don't know how I feel about her finding her surrogate at IKEA. I really, really, really do. I don't. I would prefer a full-fledged agency that has all kind of background checks, you know, crossing T's, dotting I's, putting slants in the Q's, all that. I'm just like, girl, it's team too much. And that's K. Michelle's whole thing. Jason Lee is on this season. I don't know why. But okay, so y'all know Jason Lee runs Hollywood Unlocked. Yes, that is him, and he's on this season just to be messy and bring the stories to be told. It makes sense to have him here because he's a blogger. He has a whole website, so he can speak on the stories he's broken while the scenes were being shot and whatnot. And I guess so. He's gonna also have like a podcast type situation. I think it's called Hollywood Exposed or something like that. Because the show I see him with now is like him, what's her name? Melissa Ford and somebody else. This supposedly he hired April and some dude named DJ Drama to do the gossip conversations or whatever. And I'm like, this must be strictly for Love and Hip Hop, if you ask me. And they just doing, gossip blog stuff, same stuff that we do and whatnot. And we see the April's there because they're taking like little, company photos or promotional shoots or whatever for the new podcast or whatever. And she gets a visitor. April gets a whole visitor at work. And who is it? Girl, it's Fizz. I'm like, Lord, again, this whole thing of aren't they or are they? They are. They were. They doing it right now, if you ask me. So Fizz come in like, hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? They sound chit chat, you know what I'm saying? He brings up the tour, how the first couple of dates, you know what I'm saying? Had some kinks in it, there was a little bit rusty or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He said Raspy was like maybe the most rusty because he had been out somewhere like in either China or Japan or Korea, somewhere over the seas, okay? But he was over there like he wasn't doing music stuff. They don't say what he was doing. Whatever it was, he was ready to be on a stage. And this takes a lot of stamina and energy to do concerts, you know what I'm saying? And they again had not performed in years, so they were gonna be. I didn't hear many complaints about their shows, from they were doing. Anyway, they then some kind of way get on Moniz and April because Moniz and April were on social media beefing back and forth, front and backwards, all over Fizz. And I'm looking like that's just kind of crazy if you ask me. April's like, I don't get what her issue was with me. I don't understand it. She don't like the fact that you keep inserting yourself in her issues between her and her baby daddy. Boom. Okay? Boom. And the whole time, basically just sitting there just listening. Just glistening. Okay. Ooh. So y'all together? No, we're not together. Are you sure y'all not together? No. But he seen me naked. Like he seen me butt booty naked. But we didn't have sex. Okay. Anyway, but if we were to have sex like this, why is anybody's business? This is my coochie. We know you patted it all up and through the Instagram streets, okay? Anyway, but again, he said, well, are y'all having sex? He's like, no, we're not at all or whatever. You know what I'm saying? This is my coochie, doesn't matter. April, you can't keep saying that, boo boo. You just can't. You just can't. We then meet this lady named Lady B. She looked like Super Scent to me. But like, and I mean no tea, no shade by this. Okay? I don't. In this confessional look, she looks like a drag queen. And she looked like if a drag person tried to do a Super Scent. It's what this looked like to me. She looked different in scene than she did in her confession. I don't like. I think her makeup was teamed too much. I think they put too much on. It's too many. It's too. I don't know what it is. It's just I don't know. I like her hair, but I feel like this ain't what she looked like to me in the scenes. So it was weird to see this. I'm looking like they're like a drag queen. I don't look like what she look in the scenes. Like I don't know. Anyway, she said she's a Grammy nominated producer, songwriter, and artist, and she also runs a whole list of who she worked with, and she's also the youngest black female to work at Warner Music Group. I'm like, go ahead, girl, go with your bad stuff. And then, she brings about how music saved her life because she had a hard childhood, girl, as we all did. And so again, music saved her life. And so we see who she meets up with, okay? She meets up with who? Black China. And I'm like, girl, why are you dressed like that? What are you doing, Black China? What are you doing? Why do you look like that? I just don't. Her face sometimes looks a little, like it hurts. Like she's trying to make her face breathe and it won't breathe right. And she just don't know what to do. But I mean, I guess it is what it is. But she says she wants to do music. And so she wants to work with, Brittany B or whatever, because Brittany B is in that music industry or whatever. And she's tired of people making her look crazy. Well, take them damn gloves off and we will not call you crazy. I don't like them gloves, girl. What you doing? She looked like she wearing someone else's outfit. It looked like it don't even fit her right. It looked like someone said, you know what, just put this on. It's going to look cute on you. It doesn't. It's too loose. I feel like it doesn't fit you. And I don't understand it or whatever. But take them gloves off. We won't think that you're foolish. I don't know why China wants to do music. I remember hearing about her wanting to do music. I don't think she ever seriously released any music or not. But girl, I'm good love. I'm very, very good love. Please, by all means, enjoy. So that was it. Them two meeting up and if you sound a Black China, I don't care at all. That's just kind of crazy. Um, we see A1 is invited on tour with T-Pain to do some shows or whatever. And so he has to leave the baby with the grandma because again, Lyrica's gone. So Jason Lee comes to him and then says, "Hey, we'll get your heads up that I got this information, and someone's saying that you was messing with some girl named Summer Bunny." He's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, like they kind of hit me up or whatever and said like, do I know Summer Bunny? Because that you and her were messing around." He like, "Well, I know who she is or whatever." You know what I'm saying? We was gonna do some music, but we didn't. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know like that. He then pulled out the video. So apparently he was FaceTiming the Summer Bunny girl, and someone was recording him and her on FaceTime. So she held her phone down low enough to see exactly who she was FaceTiming with, and the person was sitting beside her recording the whole thing. I'm like, people be setting you up, okay? You have to start just meeting people in person, like with a priest and a banker and like a police officer, and just say it was all business. That's the only thing you can do. You know what I'm saying? And when A1 sees the video footage, you're like, oh shit. My wife don't know about this situation, you know what I'm saying? Even though me and her ain't talking right now, like she's gonna be pissed if she found out this because it happened, it's old, like it's not nothing new, so like it's at a time where, you know what I'm saying, this is real inconvenient or whatever. So A1 talking to Jason as if he don't want Jason to run the story. And Jason like, well, I'm gonna run the story. Like, how long you need to tell your wife? And A1 like, when he's like, I can, I'm telling you, don't post it. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna go now. Jason Lee will post a story. I don't think there's any story he would not post. So I think he only went to A1 to try to get, you know what I'm saying, a comment, okay, a sound bites, a reply to what he finna post. Girl, I say, So, A1 would have a little attitude or whatever when he walked away. And Jake's like, man, I ain't got time. I'm going back to my office. And, A1 said, well, I'm telling you, don't post it. We'll see. We'll see. I said, we will see. So we then see Lyrica. Lyrica's back. Lyrica's face looks like she went somewhere and got it fixed correctly. I think the past couple seasons, her face looked like bad surgery. For some reason. And I do think she also lost some weight, so that could be it, but her face looks surgically fixed versus less plump. I hope that makes sense to y'all. Anyway, it's like she had cheek implants before, and maybe I don't know. It's just something about her that her face looks physically corrected. Or like if she had any Botox or any fillers or whatever, it finally correctly settled. Okay, the cement moved around in the right places. So she brings up how she is considering divorcing A1 or leaving A1 because she is unhappy and she feels unappreciated, and she just tired of the bullshit. And I say, girl, aren't we all? Okay. So she gets to their house because her mama picked her up from the airport with Baby Ocean. And so she gets home, but she has mama keep Baby Ocean because she has to talk to her husband because she's like, I've been hearing things here and there, whatever, and me and him just need to talk. And I just need to, have that conversation without the baby being in the house. And so she come in the house and she at first started to like just walk up the stairs and not even talk to him. He like, hey, excuse me, come here real quick. I say, boy, you better do that. A1 like, okay, let's talk or whatever, because again, she been gone for 10, 11 days or whatever. He ain't heard from her. And you make it seem like she did not tell him where she was going. So, they both bring up how, no, because he like, she just left about the blue and went somewhere. Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I left and I'm back now, so that's what it was. But she bring out people have been contacting me left and right, everywhere, up and down or whatever, about you and women and whatnot. So I needed a break. So that's what I did. They both bring up how they don't know what the other one been up to. And I'm like, then y'all don't have no real marriage, if you ask me. Because if y'all keep saying how, I think I put you down now. If y'all keep saying how, well, you doing stuff and I don't know, and you doing stuff and I don't know, then where's y'all marriage? Like, are y'all even talking about? It's just so confusing or whatever. So I told you I was leaving time. I'm saying I sleep alone all the time. You always gone or whatever. You gone so much, I might as well buy myself a toy because, you know what I'm saying, you ain't here. I said, oh. Well, I don't think I can't imagine. Let me not go there. Anyway, he like, go take some meetings. If I'm always gone working or whatever, you at home bored, take some meetings. I did. That's where I was at. I'm looking like, girl, what meetings? What meetings? I don't know what she does per se. And somebody else brought up how she said she did all this stuff and work for all these people, but like nobody like admits that she did it or whatever. And I'm like, well, I don't know what's going on or whatever. So she like, well, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do and forget you. And I'm like, it's just because she's upset and he's upset. He said, you know what, this isn't the right time for me to bring up some of her money, because he feel like she may be upset because she heard about it. He like, but I don't think she did, because she would have mentioned it by name if she, seen the video or heard the story. So the next thing we see is Jason Lee broke the story all on this website about showed the video and all that stuff. And then Lyrica pissed, so she left the house and stayed with her mama. Now A1 is like, well, I gotta go on tour with T-Pain or whatever, so I gotta go too. But Lyrica then decided, because she been gone a couple days since the story broke, that she should go home and deal with her husband. So she get home with the baby, A1 gone. So she FaceTime him like, where you at? Why you not at the house? Well, I told you I'm finna go on tour. I'm finna be, gone for a couple, for a little bit or whatever. I'll be back eventually. Well, no, what's up with you and these girls? I'm having to read about it on social media. I can't believe you. He like, why is you listening to social media? what? And she tosses her phone. She gets pissed off, and I'm not doing this. Look, A1, that was the wrong thing to say. I was just, it's a complete stupidity, and you can't be like him saying, I know you're my wife, and I know you just found with that you found out I was cheating on you online, but we can't talk about it right now. I gotta go. No, that ain't how it works. Cause she didn't right to cuss his ass out, and I'm like, girl, just divorce him. Just divorce him. Because at the end of the day, it ain't worth the headache. We see this scene to me was questionable because I was like, wow, why? Like, I'm like, which picture do I show? So, Princess told Ray J to show up to this location, and I'm only gonna show this picture one time. I'm gonna scroll it up a little bit in a minute. She told him to meet her at a location. He did not know what it was. It was a sex dungeon, and Ray up here in his boxer briefs, okay, with his dad bod, with the little mask on, and I'm like, bruh, what's going on here? I don't know. And she brings up, I like my husband's dad bod, okay, because Ray is a little bit thicker than what he used to be. You know what I'm saying? He's a little bit thicker than what he used to be. We gonna say that, but it's still, his face looks the same. He got a belly. That's really it. He got a belly now. That's really, really all it is. And so she said she wants to try something new, to spice up their life since, they want another baby. And then, so she like, does some shocking and a little bit of, it was real PG stuff or whatever. And then at the end of it, she said, if you ever do to me with A1 this lyric, I will torture you like this 10 times worse. He like, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. I said, I guess not. We see Moniz and April meet in person. And, don't I have Moniz picture? Oh, I do. Moniz, I always feel like her wigs are just off for some reason. They're never really, what I want them to be. It's just always, whatever it is. So her and April, let me pull up April's picture so it can be like one against one. So her and April meet up because again, at this point in time, they have been going back and forth on social media, back and forth on lives, back and forth on IG, back and forth on everything. Okay, any social media that they were able to be on, they were going back and forth on it with each other. And I'm like, girl, it's just too much. So they meet up. And April said, I don't know who Moniz thinks she is, or if she got all this mouth that she was saying stuff on. Moniz will pop you. Moniz is the one person who I know for a fact is all bark and no bite. No, wrong way. She's all bite and no bark. Like, she just, because sometimes she would just sit there and let you go, and then she would just snatch you. Okay? She'll just snatch you, okay? And I hit my own glasses. You see that? Anyway, a whole fingerprint. But I'm like, that's just what she do. So April acting like, oh, I'm gonna call this meeting with Moniz because she ain't by the body. She ain't gonna get rowdy. Girl, you got a whole other thing coming. Okay, she will bop you. Okay, we've seen her. She has pulled plenty of Fizz girls all across tables, and she's whooped asses over the years. So the one person I'm not worried about actually putting hands on somebody is April. I mean, it's Monique. So April, girl, you may be out your league. So April did some song, and it was a verse in the song or a line in the song that said something about bitches be posting lies. And she said that was about Monique, because Monique's posting lies about her. I said, girl, no, it's not. You and Fizz are a whole full-fledged couple. And you can make us believe that, oh, we didn't begin off a couple. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Y'all were getting close. Y'all was messing around. So, I mean, it ain't no lies. Anyway, so April bring up again, you know what I'm saying? It's because she be lying or whatever. So, Moniz get there. And I'm like, please, nobody fight this shit. It's only episode 1. And Moniz was surprisingly calm, which means Moniz probably had her good medication and it was fine. So, I can't believe what you said. That was just crazy for you to say that I be extorting my coochie for money. I'm looking like, what else can you extort it for? Okay? Anyway, Monique said, well, I can see why you're upset about that, Kim, because I do react off of pure emotion, okay? I get that, but I'm trying. Monique's issue is this. As she said in the thing, I'm tired of being portrayed as the problematic, crazy baby mama. And every season, every time Fizz gets a new girl in his life, that is what he makes it seem like Monique is. That she's this problematic, difficult baby mama, whatever. And usually the issue is whoever Fizz dealing with doesn't respect her. And so she spazzes because she's like, y'all need to respect me as his child's mom. And they don't. And I don't think anybody that she's ever dated, because she's really only been with like AD or whatever, to my knowledge, I don't think she ever had a guy that she messed around with on the Hollywood season. But no one has really, like, in my memory bank, has been rude or mean or disrespectful towards Fierce. But everyone he dates is forever rude and mean and disrespectful to her because they follow in his footsteps, because he acts like she's an absentee, horrible mom, and she's just a whole terror on his life, and she just always making things difficult. So for her, it's like, I'm tired of me being portrayed that way, and he's been doing that year after year after year, and I'm just sick of it or whatever. She brings up how him saying, well, Moniz, you can't act like, you're innocent, you're not an angel in this. And she's like, I'm not, I can be a bitch on wheels. She says, however, I'm not the aggressor. Okay. I don't, I'm not that person. And I'm like, April, in my opinion, was trying to bait Moniz into flipping. So she was saying, like, I could, I could have beat your ass when the girl said about her coochie. I could have beat your ass. She was saying things hoping to get a rise out of Moniz. And Moniz, again, had took her medicine that day. And she was real calm in her tone. Okay. But she was still, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, I'll get you or whatnot. So when she said, I'm not the aggressor or whatever, well, don't be no angel. She's like, look, I can be a bitch on wheels or whatnot. I know I'm not as sweet as I may act. However, you know what I'm saying, he's drugged me through the coals, over the years or whatever. And before y'all came best friends, this is what was going on. And I don't know what April said. And then, because April was talking, and Moniz was like, all I'm going to say is, no one is going to sit in my face and tell me about my baby daddy. That made my whole throat hurt. And then it went off at that point in time. Moniz don't like that April coming in trying to rectify, comment on, give her 2 cents on anything going on with her and Fizz, because you can't tell me shit about my baby daddy because you just started coming around him like that. Like y'all just became these good best of friends or whatever. And again, you can't tell me shit about my baby daddy. And I was like, girl, Monique's gonna beat somebody's ass this season. I can just see it happening, girl. And they gonna get it all on camera. Anyway, that was the whole first episode. It was a pretty good first episode. It do look like it's gonna be an interesting season because they have so many people. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's gonna be some boring bullshit too. But it do look like to be intriguing enough for us to review everything. Okay, so do not forget to want to like this video, to comment, to share, and all that good stuff or whatever. And I will talk to y'all later. Peace.